All right, let's head straight over to Maja Vodanovic now. Of course, she's the mayor of the borough of Lachine, but also in charge of the snow removal dossier for the city of Montreal. Maja, welcome back to the show.
Good day, Elias.
Okay, so first things first. And I want to just say this off the top. An incredible amount of snow. I don't like the Monday morning quarterback kind of stuff. I really don't, and I think you're dealing with a difficult situation. But let me ask you two things off the top that may be the trickiest of questions. Was a mistake made in picking up previous snowfalls? And like when Sunday was coming around, was there a kind of fingers crossed, hopefully we'll only get 10 or 20 centimeters and that'll make the process easier? So I'm just trying to get into that. Were we surprised by what happened on Sunday, and could we have done a better job beforehand?
I'm glad you asked that question because on Friday it was Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
We got 25 centimeters of snow, and that is automatically we went into charging mode. We cleared it off. We cleared it. And we started to, you don't say charge, you say like pick up,
Yes.
to blow the snow and to pick it all up.
Yeah.
But usually when you have 25 centimeters, it takes up to 5 days, 6 days. And we had a day, 1 day, and then we had another snowstorm of another 45.
Yeah.
So there's no way we could have picked up all the snow in that amount of time. No way. And just so you know, in the snow we had in 4 days, the 75 centimeters we got on the ground is a historic amount. The last time there was that much on the ground, it was in 1898.
I know. We were talking about that yesterday. So
there's
an
no
historic
way
number.
we could have picked it. I'm sorry, just so that people know, there's no way. It was absolutely impossible that all the snow we got on Thursday could have been picked up in a day or two.
Gotcha. Okay. So and listen, I totally buy that. I mean, I really do. Now let's get to the slow progress here, and we're on the corner of Papineau and René Lévesque, and I'm amazed that Papineau, okay, this is like major area near Jacques Cartier Bridge, getting off the highway, the 720. Papineau, it has still not been cleared as of this Wednesday morning. It's causing incredible backlogs in traffic, and it's a major artery. So let's just talk into just how slow some of this battle is right now.
We're just at 14%. 14% of all of Montreal is cleared, and we're going to. The priorities are the main arteries, but it's also the small streets, which is unusual. Usually, we do all the big arteries, then we go to the small streets. But there's some small streets where people can't even pass.
Yeah.
It's so tight, and so we have to do it. We have to do the schools, the hospitals. So all of that is being done, priority. And then we're kind of clearing the main arteries as best we can. So far, most of them are practicable, and they're not the best, but you can go through. And what is really, really slowing us down, I was on next to one of the convoys yesterday, and I was with them. And it takes 30 seconds to about 45 seconds, max a minute, to fill up a truck with the snow. So you can imagine, and there's maximum 10 trucks, okay? So in about 10 minutes, the snowblower has done its job, and it has to wait. So, and it has only advanced a couple of meters.
Yeah.
So, and then the trucks are in traffic. And by the time, you get it, like it's really slow. And the other thing that is really slowing us down is that there's a lot of cars on the road. And this is a record number of towings. We have one towing a minute right now being done in Montreal.
And what type of, when you say one car being towed a minute here?
Yes.
What are they doing wrong? What are these cars doing that results in the tow?
Well, they didn't move it.
Okay, for the cleanings, for the clearings. Gotcha.
Excuse me?
Yep.
I didn't hear what you just
said.
Sorry.
So it's for the cleanings, right? They're holding up the cleanings.
Of course, when you have the no parking sign and the trucks are coming and they want to blow the snow into the trucks, they can't do it if the cars are there. So we have to, and if some of the cars are still there, well, then they have to be towed, and that takes up to 5 to 10 minutes. So you can imagine all the trucks, there's 10 trucks waiting, there's the snowblower waiting, there's the loader waiting, everyone is waiting. So if people, like, this is a message I'm kind of sending out. I know it's a really hard job to get your car out, but if you can ask your neighbors, kind of get some help to get your car out and put it somewhere, like there's 8,600 free parking spots right now. There's a map on our website, montreal.ca. And I know it's really hard, but you can find a parking spot somewhere. And because the tow trucks, they have to do the same. Like once they take the car out, they have to find a spot for this car. So
Can I ask you? You know, I heard 8 days, right? That's how long it'll take.
Oh, maybe more.
Well, that's it. So describing what hearing you describe what you're describing.
Yeah.
Could we actually be in for a much longer process? Maybe 2 weeks because of how slow it's been so far.
It depends. Another thing that is slowing us down is garbage bins on the road, or recycling bins. You know how some people leave them on the sidewalk. Well, if that, you know, by any chance gets into the snowblower, it breaks it down, and then it has to go into the repair shop, and so that takes, you know, everyone's waiting. Mm-hmm. So this is if you can clear everything off from the side of the road that you can, that would be great. And another thing I wanted to say is that the sidewalks, I know a lot of people are upset. You know, they're writing to me, how come my sidewalk hasn't been done? It's unacceptable. Well, we can't. Our little bombardiers, like the chenillettes, you know, that usually do the job, well, they can't. They can't go through because there's nowhere.
Yeah, no, that's physics. No, I totally. That's physics. Like looking at a street with the cars parked in certain spots. It's physically the laws of physics will not allow one of these trucks to get one of these snow pushers to get by.
Exactly.
Okay,
so we have to wait to load all the snow. So once the cars are gone, then the loader comes in, and then it will push the snow from the sidewalk, and then it'll take 3 to 4 times. Mm-hmm. Like the whole convoy has to pass on the street to get off all, you know, to pick up all the snow.
Should the city be passing the message? Because I've noticed there are some bike paths that have been cleared, right? And maybe it's because it's easier than sidewalks in certain areas, getting back to the laws of physics. Yes. But should the city be passing the message right now for the security of everyone, that that people can walk on those bike paths? Like actually you're encouraging it right now?
Oh, sure. People can walk on the bike paths. People are walking in the streets because there's nowhere else to walk. So there's a huge message of caution out there. You know, you're going to be sharing the road for the next week with pedestrians, and the cyclists are going to be sharing the bike paths with pedestrians. Everyone's kind of fending for themselves, trying to get somewhere. I was in the street yesterday, and I could see what was going on. You know, it's like, but people are driving slowly.
Last thing, there's some allegations from some boroughs about how the city center penalizing them for picking up snow earlier. What's your response to those allegations? I'm thinking about Saint Laurent. Alan D'Souza has been on CJD talking about that. What's your response to that?
Well, he's not penalized, Alan. He's very good at defending himself. But he did it. He used his one. You can have one time a borough can go out and do it on its own, right? Without the city center approval. So he did it, and he's not penalized. He's used his ticket, and that's fine. And some other boroughs went before, and they will be penalized. But not penalized. It's just we have a policy. We have a policy that everyone goes out together at the same time. And if there's more snow, for instance, in one area, if there's really more snow, that fell in the north part of Montreal or in the south part of Montreal, then the central city can say go. And this is to prevent people from just doing it whenever they want because there's public pressure. You know how politicians get, you know, people call us and this is unacceptable and we won't vote for you again. You have to go out. Well, I'm not the one. Like Lachine, I'm not paying. Saint Laurent, they're not paying. It's the central city that's paying. Gotcha. So whatever they do there, so it's very easy to kind of bend to public pressure and say, well, I'll do it because it's not coming out of my pocket. So we kind of have to stick together and use our equipment together. And we have a team that decides on this. There's 5 boroughs on this team that kind of coordinates. There's a lot of specialists on board. There's borough mayors also that are on there. Everyone is kind of, you know, we do the best we can with what we have.
Is it fair to say that every single equipment worker, everyone that does snow removal is on the roads right now? Every single machinery, everyone?
Everybody's out there. People who usually, you know, mow the lawn, people who cut branches off trees, garbage men. Everybody's out there doing everything they can. And our trucks are kind of transformers. You know, we have the specialized equipment that transforms from summer to winter. And we have more trucks than we've ever had in the last few years. We've bought a lot, so we're full equipped, and everyone is very excited to be on the road. They've been on the road since February 7th, nonstop, and they're tired.
Yeah.
And so I would like, I know it's hard, but kudos, as you say, to all those, because they're mostly men, to all the men and women out there working really hard.
Maja Vodanovic, we have to leave it there. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.